against the Chicago White Sox. And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. So just about set now, and on the mound now, Davis Martin.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto. And that's through there for a strike. And we are underway. The pitch. The shortstop takes a ball. Just missed. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And there's the ball. That one 95 to finish him off.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Nolan Schanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one not close, and it's 2-1. Just missed. And foul ball. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Taylor on the move to the alley. And there's 2 away. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. And Singy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in a lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2020.
Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Angels go quietly there. Time for the White Sox to go to work. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. Starting on the mound in this one, Yusei Kikuchi. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And here is Sosa to the plate.
1-0.
And another ball.
I think they need 1 day.
2 balls, no strike.
One of them should be softs.
Next pitch is outside. Right through there for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. And a foul ball. Too high, and it's ball 4.
Almost a coin flip for the umpire in that call, but most umpires just don't want to give pitchers a break up in the zone like that.
Here's Mike Tauchman. That one ripped. Stretches out and hauls it in. Benintendi to the plate.
One ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. Outside low. Ball 2.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Just missed. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the second game of the series. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Got him. That's the inning. White Sox come up empty first time around. We'll head to the second from the south side. No score. Back here on the south side. New inning getting started. And here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. Martin back to work. Swings through that one.
No ball. 1 strike.
Now 1-1.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Got him. 1 out.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
2 outs, base is empty. Check swing, but he went too far. No balls, 2 strikes. Got him looking. And he strikes out the side here in the second. Nothing across here this half. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Upstairs. Next offering is in for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Center field. Adele sizes this one up and makes the grab. And there's one away. And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. On the ground to the left.
No.
No, that's a new one. Oh, you threw it out?
And that's just foul. The delivery to Robert. Next offering is outside. No score here in the second. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Squirts away a little bit. Swing and a ground ball, and it stays fair. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's 1-0. So he gets 2 milestones with that hit, his first big league knock, and he drives in his first run as well.
Yeah, you love to get both of those out of the way with just one swing of the bat, and it makes the special moment even more special. It's not just an...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone. A gigantic blast. It's 3-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boone. Aggressive, and it paid off. No, Boone, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Shotwell. And he takes it himself for the out. Back to the top of the lineup, and stepping in is the speedy Brooks Baldwin. And that's in for a strike.
It was a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Swing and a pop-up. Shotwell squeezes it, and that is that. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Luis Rengifo. Backed off the plate that time. That one misses. Now 2-0. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Here comes Yoan Moncada. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
1 strike.
And
1
ball
ball,
1.
1 strike.
Next pitch is outside. And a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off
2
speed
balls,
there.
2 strike.
Swing and a pop-up. Baldwin. He's got it. 1 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Here's Joe Adell. Strike 1.
0-1.
1 out and a runner at second. Just off the inside edge. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it.
Well, that grounder up the middle made it a little more challenging than a routine ball right at him, but it's definitely a play you expect to make as a middle infielder, and I'm sure he wants that one back, but for now, he's just got to get ready for the next one and make a play.
So the lineup flips over. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels.
No ball. 1 strike.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. Headed for the plate. He'll score.
We have to do what?
2 runs are in.
Yeah.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Nolan Shanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. There's a swing and a drive. Gone. That's one way to quiet the crowd. His first homer of the year. It's 4-3. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Now Trout gets a chance to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
1-1.
This one smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add to the lead. It's 5-3.
No pressure on the next guy, but that's back-to-back home runs. How many are they going to hit? Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And now, Logan O'Hoppe. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And strike 1 to the catcher.
0-1.
A changeup missing. 1-1.
Ball.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
And that's off the inside edge. And a count 2-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
2-2.
And that one a little bit high.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that one hammered. And it's a foul ball, but it had the distance. 1 down, base is empty. And down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And first offering is fouled off. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
1-1.
Ripped to short. Whips it across. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 5-3. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper is looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Adele makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now here is Mike Tauchman. That pitch clips the outside corner, and it's 0-1. And that drops in for a strike. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Ward sizing it up. 2 away now. Andrew Benintendi steps up. Caught looking his first time up. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. And that drops in for a strike. Pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. They're still down 5-3. Here on the south side, now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Rengifo. Doubled his first time up. Rengifo in his 6th season, 28 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up. Two outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Yoan Moncada. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Taylor pulls it down, and that'll do it. Offense held in check there. On now to the bottom of the 4th. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Andrew Vaughn. And the first offering is not close. Right through there for a strike. Well, it was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. And that misses. And a count 2-1. Fastball is outside. Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 3-2. In the air, center field. Adele moves under it. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Robert stands in now and watches strike 1. The Halos leading by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is in for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And that's in the dirt. And it's 1-2. Good job to fight that one off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. That one missed.
That's a ball. 3 balls. 2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. It's through for a hit. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat. And now the switch hitting catcher, Edgar Caro. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Strike on the outside. 0-1. Robert on the go. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. That's inside. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Little chopper rolls foul. Swing and a ball popped up. And it falls. Robert comes in to score. And it's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
1 gone, runner at first. And next to hit for the Sox, Michael A. Taylor. And a strike in there.
No ball. 1 strike.
That's a little bit low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That's down and in. White Sox down a run. Swung on, belted. Into the corner, but foul. And downstairs.
Well, in this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
2 on, 1 out. Workman will hit next.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3 double play. And the inning is over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 5-4 ball game. You're dialed back at right field. And now Joe Adell. Martin back to work. And he grounds 1 to the right side. Boots it. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Davis Martin done for the day, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment. New pitcher for the White Sox, Bryce Wilson.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him. You know, these Angels really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
On the ground to third. Now a jump throw. Nicely done for the out. next to hit, Nolan Shanuel. He's already homered here in this one. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throws to first in time. 2 away. Here's Mike Trout. He's already homered in this game. In there at the knees. And that's strike one. Action in the pen down there. Jordan Leisure appears to be getting loose. Boozer warming up as well. And that one is downstairs. And that is ball one. On the ground, Baldwin sends it across to first, and that is the inning. Angels leave one. They lead at 5-4. Bottom of the inning, stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Brooks Baldwin. First offering misses badly for ball one.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Now a drag bunt, third base side. Bunted for a hit, down the line, and it's foul. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Ward under it. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Sosa in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Swings through that.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That to right. Trout sizing it up and puts the squeeze on that one. And there are 2 down. And now the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. First pitch misses. And that's outside.
2 balls, no
White
strike.
Sox down a run. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That one to first, and it goes just foul. That one the other way. That's a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Benintendi in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. And that's downstairs and outside.
2-0.
That's towards center. Adele puts it away, and that is that. The White Sox leave one. Still down a run. It's 5-4.
I was never a gentleman. I was raised in a trap. Let you spend all this money tomorrow. I made it back.
All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now here is Logan O'Hoppe. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0. Out to short. In time to Vaughn. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting is designated hitter Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels. 0 for 2 in this one. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
And that one is lifted in the air. Taylor on the move. Nabs it. And there's 2 away. And next for the Angels, Taylor Ward, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Oh.
And strike two.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Two outs. And down on strikes he goes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Well, we go by. Robert Stevenson into the game.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Cut on and lifted in the air. And there's one down. Luis Robert Jr. steps to the plate for the White Sox. Robert started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. He did not go around. The White Sox down by a run here in the bottom of the sixth. Clips the corner, and it's 1-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. And now the catcher comes up to him. Edgar Caro. Robert on the go. Pitch misses. Throw there. Safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Robert, the runner at second with one away. There's a strike at the knees. And the count 1-1. Knee high. That's in for a strike. Swing and a fly ball well struck left field. And there's two away. Michael A. Taylor steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. Ball one there. Two outs and one in scoring position. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. The throw in, the tag, and he's safe. All tied again, 5-5.
Well done. Drives in the run. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
So two down. Here's the third baseman, Gage Workman. Out to short. That's out number 3. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even at 5 apiece. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Steven Wilson. Luis Rengifo getting ready to hit. There's a swing and a miss. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Frazier Ellard up and loosening in the pen. Not close with that one, and that's ball one. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
You know, varying speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Here is Yohan Moncada. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-2.
And ball 1. And that skips in the dirt. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
2 down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
That's off the mark. Now 2-2. In the air, right field. Tauchman snags it, and that's the 3rd out. So they go quietly there. 7th inning stretch time. We're all tied up. Bottom of the 7th. So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Hector Neris. The shortstop takes a ball. Neris, in his 10th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a sinker, and he works in a slider. On the ground to 3rd. Whips it to 1st. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. Lenin Sosa digs in now. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1-2.
That misses the zone. It's 2-2. And a weak ground ball to the left side. And foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
No, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
And a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one to 1st, Shanuel. He takes it on his own, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Shy Sox held in check here, and this remains a 5-5 ball game. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Frazier Ellard. Back to the top of the order. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Zach Neto. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. Movement in the bullpen. Penn Murphy getting ready to go. That one missed.
1 strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Next offering is down low. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out and one away.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
That's in there, and it's 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beatings.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider. Right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Ball
That's
1 low. Swing, and the bat went flying there.
Well, we talk about throwing the hands, but not the bat, man. You want to hold on to that thing, and you can see his teammates over there. If he doesn't come through with the knock, he's going to get some business when he goes back to the dugout.
Just off the inside corner, and the count's even at 2.
2 strikes.
In the air, right field. And that is that. Ryan Noda getting loose there. He's now in the game at first.
Now playing first base.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. Victor Gonzalez on to pitch here.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And now the count is even.
1-1. That's a ball. 2-2.
Stays alive. Gonzalez deals. And that one finds its way through. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Vaughn in the box now, takes strike 1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch, and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trick.
Moncada, there's one. On to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And up next for Chicago, Luis Robert Jr. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Chases that one out of the zone. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Through 8 full, we're all tied up 5-5. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Penn Murphy. Logan O'Hoppe now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Gets the strike. That was the sweeper.
No ball. 2 strike.
Next offering is downstairs.
That's a really good take.
Check swing, no appeal. Swings and misses, struck him out. Now it's the DH for the Angels. Jorge Soler, 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And fouled off.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
All tied up here at the top of the ninth. Strike 3 led back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. That's outside. 1-0. Two outs. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Swing and a drive. Deep left field. That one carrying. Gone. His first homer of the year, and just like that, they're out front. It's 6-5. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. No, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Inside, and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So a man at first. Yoan Moncada with a chance to hit. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Fell on the mound. This is a spot where he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the home run. Forget about now being behind on the scoreboard. Start fresh and get those hitters back up to the plate as quickly as possible.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. And Benintendi able to make the grab. Angels get one with a solo homer. It's now 6-5. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the ninth. And here's the catcher, Edgar Caro. What are you looking to do in these spots? You're down a run. You're leading off the inning.
He's not a power hitter.
Kenley Jansen on to try and close it out. He comes in with a chance for his 2nd save of the season. There's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
0-2.
That
One
one
ball,
not
2
close.
strikes.
And the count 1-2. Got him. And one gone. He's 2 outs away. So up next for Chicago, Michael A. Taylor. Ball 1 to Taylor. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Late with the swing there.
Well, he came right at it right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but gotta imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Just misses with that one.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hammered on the line, base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
Workman up to bat next.
1-0.
Lays off for a ball. Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1. Swings through that one.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Tying run at first. The winning run at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Adele moves under it. Brings it in. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop.
So it's their last chance in this one. And here is Brooks Baldwin. Lifted to left, and this should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, you take a tie ball game into the 9th on the road, you know that you've got some work to do. You got to score, but then you've also got to get 3 outs in the bottom half of that inning. They did just that today. Very well played ball game. Get this win on the road. Everybody's happy with the W.
Traders, I gave you hard work and labor. I gave you your flavor. You bohemian haters. This fakers, you gave me crumbs, now give me cakers. The movers and fakers get around and catch the papers. While my shots are jumping like the Lakers. I run land with acres, you them because your papers. I'm from back in the day where the was wearing papers. And they call you a moolie, treat you like a racist. Militant, yeah, I'm back in the booth. Pop, I hit you from the roof, yeah. It's the truth, I press you on you on your stoop. With body shots, take your body drop. I ain't got the hammer cock, the body. We talk about we should've called a truce. Shout to all my that be waiting to make the part thing let loose. Chill, man, chill. Let's get at $1 bill. They told me chill. Let's get at $1 bill. They chill. Let's get at $1 bill. They told me chill. Let's get at $1 bill. Militant. I'ma keep this feeling close to me, but I think I lost my mind. 11 months of the same routine, keeping up this facade of mine. I'm gonna buy you some roses, baby, and then we're gonna check it out. Pretty soon I'll be talking my image, so I can keep running in my mind. Now will you provide your family with groceries? Is that too much? Too much? And I love you, babe. Still you love, yeah. Real love is buying groceries for your family. I'ma stick to the mission statement. Yeah, let's get the paper. Somebody love it, hate it, no matter the situation. What? Everybody rich to someone who got nothing, and everybody broke. Whether spirit or funds, the Americans tell a lie. The dollar cover the flaws, the flow. The flow is covered by God. Told my city, hold on, the weather throwing me off. I'm in the city, get lost angles, I'm trying to move forward for long. Everyone ain't raised me, I'm ready to stay at heart. Heavyweight in the industry, want siphon it up. They rewriting it, but every bit is fighting it. Early since I gave first pass some Nikes, I've been seeing where the anacondas and where the vipers live. When you good money, the industry want siphon it. Spent 2 years loud being quiet, then Def Jam cold, I'm like, yeah. Like quiet, I'm the guy up in the office. Vendetta ever come on a 5, I'm all the bosses. And yeah, I see the culture divide, but I don't force it. I should have had a
finish, babe.
Termina. To the try hard, that be riding on. I'm the one that got away. I'm the one that found a way out that super dark place where all the guys got left. That's it.
I'll help you later. To relax and sleep.
Antes yo te quería, pero ya no. Tú me gustabas, pero ya no. Yo estaba para ti, pero ya no. Ey, pero ya no. Ey, pero ya no. Antes yo te quería, pero ya no. Tú me gustabas, pero ya no. Yo estaba para ti, pero
What?
ya no. Ey, pero ya no. Ey, pero ya no. Ey, ey. Conmigo ya no tienes break. Ey, ya no quiero de tu amor fake. Ey, ya no estoy pa' ti. Ya no estoy pa' ti. Conmigo ya no tienes break. Ey, ya no quiero de tu amor fake. Ey, ya no estoy pa' ti. Ya no estoy pa' ti. Ahora en todas las redes me sigue. Sorry mami, no me hostigué, pero como ya no se consigue. Tú fueras mi J-Lo, yo Dale Rodríguez. Pero ahora me gusta otra sicaria que vive por Bayamón. A mí ya no me cachas, yo no soy un Pokémon. Tengo a otra que se joda el camón. No quiero que me llores, no vengas con el dramón. No, que ya no estamos pa' los tiempos de la high. Ey, hace rato que te dije bye. Gracias por el apoyo, baby, gracias por los likes.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the Chicago White Sox. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And today's starter, Jonathan Cannon. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Kicks and fires. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Swings and misses. And that's the first out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Ripped on a line to center, and he makes the catch. 2 away. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
Outside low, and the count is 1-1. Trout launched a homer in his most recent game. Next offering misses. 2 balls and a strike. Just off the inside edge.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swings and misses. And the count's full. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Trout off of first with 2 away. Outside, and now 2-0.
He hasn't wanted a challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
There's the strike, and it's 2-1.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
2-2 to count.
Just outside, and it's a full count.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Jorge Soler up at the plate, and that's through there for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Ball inside.
Next offering is foul back. That missed by a lot. 2-2. And that one is inside. Taylor Ward in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. First and second, 2 down. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here with my pal Singy, showing the slab in today's game, Tyler Anderson.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
That just misses, and now it's even 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch in the dirt, and that's ball 2. And delivers outside. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Left field. Ward makes the grab, and there's 1 down. Now the batter now, Lenny Sosa. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Going 2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball, still 0-2. 1 out, base is empty. Cut on and miss, struck him out. 2 out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Outside.
Mike Tauchman in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Next pitch is outside. And that's ball 2. Right through there for a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the White Sox. We played an inning. No score. Back here on the south side. Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Cannon back to work. And that is out of play. Ward went deep in his most recent game. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson, the Sunbird, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Next pitch misses way outside. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Next to hit, Luis Rengifo. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Glove side, but it gets through. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here is Moncada, 2 for 8 in the series so far. Tap foul at the plate. In the air to left center. Benintendi ranging after it. Puts it away for the out. Here's Joe Adele. And that one fouled off. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And yes, he did. He went around. 2 on, 1 out. Into center. And it drops in. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Now here is Zach Neto.
1-0.
That one way outside, ball 1. Strike 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Strike 3, got him with the sweeper.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Rengifo on second. Adele on at first with 2 down. That one outside. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Taylor makes the grab, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. Benintendi to start it. First pitch, and he just misses. Anderson, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a cutter, a sinker, and he works in a slider. That one misses, and now 3-0. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Outside and low, it's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Andrew Vaughn now.
Ball 1, no
in
strike.
the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one found hard the other way. In the dirt, blocked. No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes.
Nope, that's inside.
That misses. And now it's 3-2.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Bert.
Should be extra bases. Benintendi makes the turn at second. Coming home. He scores to tie it up.
Picks himself up an RBI. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Edgar Caro in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And that misses. And the count is 2-0. Hit on the ground might be 2. Neto for 1. And a run scores on the double play. And here's the veteran outfielder, Michael A. Taylor. And that one a little below the knees. Ball 1. Check to swing of the 1-0 and appeal to first. And that's going to be ruled a swing. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. 2 out, space is empty. In the air, out towards right center. Adele going after it. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. That is the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors. Here on the south side, and now batting Mike Trout. Just missed.
You know, these Angels showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. 2-2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Stepping in, Logan O'Hoppe.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
That misses, and that is ball 1. There's the strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Now there's one away. Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And a rope into center field, base hit. Trout around second, on his way to third. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Oh boy, let me
And the batter now, Taylor Ward. Swings and misses.
0-1's in the count.
Ball 1 there.
Way to lay off that pitch down. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. He muscles that one out of here. His second home run of the series, and they take the lead. It's 4-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That one is absolutely belted. Tauchman going back, leaping, and it's gone. They go back to back. His first homer of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-2.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jonathan. The White Sox going with a new arm. Owen White in the game for the first time this season. And now Yohan Moncada. Oh, what a stop to first. And that's a great play for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
2 down, bases empty. And next for L.A., Joe Adell. Out towards left center. Benintendi on the move to the gap. Makes the grab, and that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 5-2. Back at right field. Here's the rookie third baseman, Gage Workman. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Anderson ready to work. What a stop. Fires to first, and they get the out. And now the shortstop, Brooks Baldwin. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
Out towards right center field. Trout sizing it up. Hauls it in for the out. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Lenny Sosa will hit next. First pitch, not close. And that one pulled foul.
Baby, take the 15th off.
Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They trail at 5-2. Start of the 4th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Zach Neto. White, 25 years old. They got him off of waivers earlier this season. He was late there. Strike one.
I got a ball, one strike.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. That's inside. Swing and a miss, and it's a full count now.
3-2.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the cutter, and it was worthwhile. Nolan Schanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. In the air, left side. And Benintendi able to make the grab. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Trout.
Right fielder, Mike Trout.
That one in there to Mike Trout.
0-1's the count.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And the Angels are gone in order. They're still out in front 5-2. And we're back. Here's Mike Tauchman.
Just some things we show. It's just some places we go. It's just some whips we roll.
And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball one.
You know, these White Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Back up the middle and a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Benintendi up here. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Now at the plate, Andrew Vaughn. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. That's a strike across the top of the zone. First and second, no outs. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Your hand's getting a workout.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. The other way. Off balance feed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Robert stands in now, looks at that one inside. Next pitch is downstairs. And that's in there at the knees. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat, and that'll load the bases.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So they're all loaded up. And now it's going to be Edgar Caro. And that's fouled off. Tachman, the runner at third. Vaughn over at second. Robert at first. One gone. Line to left. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 5-3.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
Two on, two outs. Gets a piece and stays alive. Missed with a changeup, and the count is 1-2. Line drive, and makes the play, and that's out number 3. 1 run in the inning, but they lead 2. We played 4. Angels 5, and the White Sox 3. Ready now for the 5th inning, and now Logan O'Hoppe. White back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Jordan Leisure getting loose out there. Boozer, the lefty, warming up as well. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Jorge Soler. 1 for 2. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Tachman on his way over. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Next offering upstairs. Nobody out. Runner at first.
2-2 the count.
Hit on the ground to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, left fielder.
Now it's going to be Taylor Ward. He's already homered here in this one. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it one-hops the wall. 1 run across, coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they lead by 4.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Whoa. Oh my God.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. And now Luis Rengifo. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Eso es lo más fácil.
Fly ball to right. Tachman. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And it comes in too late. He's up to third on the fly out with 1 away. Here is Yoan Moncada. Both 2 in this one. Hit on the ground to short. Baldwin. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
We do tomorrow.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Owen White out of the game, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. New pitcher for the White Sox, Cam Boozer. This is his first appearance of the season. Joe Adell, the next to hit. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1.
That clips the corner.
Yeah, stumble regardless.
2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the 3rd out. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Angels 8 and the White Sox 3. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. On the ground to 3rd. Moncada tossed to 1st. 1 up, 1 down. So the batting order turns over. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Brooks Baldwin. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Hey.
And it's fouled away.
Put her phone here.
Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. That one ripped. And no one can get there. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Sosa stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. That's out to center field. Adele makes the catch for the out. And there are 2 outs. So a man aboard. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. Liner, base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers.
I don't wear no cape or apron, so I ain't saving you a cleaner house.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Jordan Leisure appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second.
Well, just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see. See that matchup again. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Shonowell,
We
the
got
next
soap.
takes outside. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. 1 away. Here's Mike Trout. A couple of walks and a strikeout. Line to left and foul ball. One out and a runner at second. Lifted in the air, right field. Tachman. Out number 2. And now it's the Angels cleanup batter, Logan O'Hoppe. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back. And that one is out of here. He sends one out the opposite way. His first homer of the year. It's 10-3.
He wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
Jorge Soler digs in now. Swing and a miss, strike one. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're the top half of the 6th.
I'm bringing you night in now.
Foul. Ball. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that'll do it. 2-run shot for the Angels this inning. It's now 10-3. And welcome back. Back to the ballpark. Here's the left. Fielder, Andrew Benintendi. Travis d'Arnaud, the new catcher. Now, also entering the game. Kevin Newman. He'll play second. New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Chase Silseth.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
That's down and in. A slider missed. Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner. Next pitch is outside.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Called strike right there.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Reaching for it and brings it in. And next to him for the Sox, Andrew Vaughn.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Luis Robert Jr. steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Pitch misses. 1-2 to count. There's a swing and a drive. Going back on this one. Has room, and he makes the catch. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. When that door swings open out of the bullpen, you know what's coming in is 95 and above with at least one nasty pitch.
Right side. Tachman makes the catch. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. So in now for the Angels, Yoan Moncada. And that's down and away. The other component is you get less viewings of a specific pitcher. So your ability to go to school on one guy, you maybe. Now this down the right field line. Fair ball, should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Into second, and he's got a double. At the plate, Joe Adell. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball there. Man at second. And that one inside, and it hit him. He had 2 strikes. White Sox going with a new arm, Jordan Leisure.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Kyron Paris stands in here.
0-1.
Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 strikes.
The shortstop
ball,
takes the
2
ball.
strikes.
First and second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3. Angels strand a couple, but they still lead by 7. It's 10-3. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. There's a strike. Silson, a righty that throws with power. 24 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in New Mexico. That's a little bit low. That one the other way, and foul ball. Got him swinging.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Adell sizing this one up, hauls it in for the out. 2 down. Gage Workman steps to the plate for the White Sox. And takes low for ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That's in for a strike.
1-1.
A little bit low. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That just misses. 3 and 2 down.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. This one pretty well decided at this point. 8th inning coming up. We go to the 8th. Leading off, Ryan Noda.
Ryan Noda.
On the ground right side. And it goes just foul. And it's even up.
That's inside.
Swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That one not close. 2-2. And that's outside. And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. And now the right fielder, Mike Trout. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Taylor in position. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Travis d'Arnaud, the next to hit for the Angels. Entered the game on defense, so this is his first trip to the plate in this one. Hit in the air, left field. Taylor on the move to the alley. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the here on the south side, onto the bottom of the 8th, and now Brooks Baldwin. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so it's a good take by him.
And that one wrapped foul. Up the middle, and that one handled. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Now the number 2 hitter, Lenny Sosa. There's a strike. And that's outside. He swings and fouls one off. And that one hit to first. Noda takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down. Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White Sox. There's your strike. Hit in the air, left field, and it drops in. And that keeps the inning alive. Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Up the middle. Slings to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Back here on the south side. Now it's the DH, Jorge Soler. Leisure back to work. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Benintendi is there. And it's caught for the out.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Ward, the batter now, as he holds up his swing for ball 1. This one in the air, right field. Tauchman. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down. The batter now, Kevin Newman. Flied to right his first time. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one.
0-1.
And that's outside.
That's just out.
The other way. Nice grab. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. Back at right field. Last chance for the home team. And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. And that drops in for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Towards first. Takes it himself. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth. So here's Robert now. Right through there for a strike. And that's through there for a strike. 0-2. That's down and in. The White Sox with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. Right through there, got him. That K is his third of the game. Here's the catcher, Edgar Caro. That one fouled off. High fly ball down the left field line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. One strike away. Comebacker to the mound. Throw to first in time, and this one is over. And the Angels slug their way to a win in this one.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
Final score here today, 10-3. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Simply just to say, intervene on my behalf, overriding my permission, just to move me out the way. When I worry, not about
we gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Huh? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright.
And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut. Be looking at you from the face down. I'm keeping room with the face down. Skimming, and let me tell you about my life. Only put me in the twilight. But pretty Benjamin is the highlight. I tell my mama I love her, but this what I like. Lord knows. 20 of them in my Chevy. Tell them all to come and get me. Reaping everything I sow. So my karma come in heaven. No preliminary.
Listen, I'm back on the road again, been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as friends. These gon' wear disguise. Why you betray my trust? I thought it was love, but it doesn't come by surprise. Nothing is real as the same when you taste your drink, though. You just gotta open your eyes. This world is up, filled with all type of blood suckers. Put the on my blood, brother. Ain't no worse feeling when you tryna run up a million, but they don't got no love for you. Where the love go? When I showed them the utmost, man, this shit is so cutthroat. That was one mistake. Well, I won't make that shit again. Never let up close. So, mama too, this dedication, boy, I want the drama too. And I ain't it all, but I grill it and step over you like Tyron Lue. Quick pause, but this music industry be like a 12, but I could cop a few new cribs only with the highest view. I'm back on the road again, been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as friends. These gon' wear disguise. Why you betray my trust? I thought it was love, but it doesn't come by surprise. Nothing is real as the same when you chase your dream. No, you just gotta open your eyes.
I already told y'all, then I showed y'all. Then I drove off. Got me by the doors off. I ran out of Papa's. If he nosy, I'ma knock his nose off. If he holy, I'ma send his soul off. Trespassing, I'ma cut his toes off. Much faster than a cut my off. If he ratting, I'ma cut his tail off. One mic, zero flaws. Spitting 24 karat gold bars. To a gunfight, I bring a blowtorch. Spending new money to fight an old charge. No such thing as no charge. Been hot since the Cold War. I already told you like Cardi done told you. You think this a game and I bought the controllers. The rain, let it fall in the soda. I've been dripping so long, got water erosion. Heart of a soldier. My just had a daughter. I just went bought her a stroller. My just lost his father. I just went bought her my shoulder.
And I'm getting smarter and older. Call Mr. Carter the Yoda. We do this all for the culture. I bought a house in Miami. And I'm lying, it's cheaper. I bought it in Boca. My just lost his mom, man. I can do. I just called him and offered some closure. Then I pulled off in a Rover. I thought that I told you my the talking. I'm back on the road again, been popping up. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as friends. Don't wear disguise. Why you betrayed my trust? I thought it was love, but it doesn't come by surprise. Nothing as real as